В этом году я отправляла и results, и рейтинг, и все еще на свете уже в ту же субботу в группе Teachers. Все есть. Зачем вы второй раз спрашиваете? Oh, hello. We already have the audience. All right, it's time, is it? It's 16:30. So these two guys, Nortore Kambar, could you write to the group that we are on, that I'm alive? I'm live. I am sharing this week's This is December week 2, and this is a video prepared for 9th and 8th graders of Bill schools, those English Olympiad students who prepare for KBO and coming Oblast Olympiads. This is our marathon, and this marathon has started in October and is going on till April. We are basically in the middle of the whole marathon thing. As you know, as any running marathoner would know, that once you have passed the half milestone, it gets really difficult. It requires much energy and much perseverance to move on, to continue doing what you've been doing so far in order to finish that. I know it seems like it was a long time, and it seems like that we have so many things to do ahead, but we've already done 50%. If you've done them well, moving on would be much easier. If you've been missing some weeks, you've been doing in on and out, you still have time. You have 50% of time to catch up. So, December week 2. This week we do first started Unit 5 last week. If you haven't finished it, you know, they have workbook. They also have speaking and writing exercises. Maybe you will want to work on them a bit longer, and maybe you would want to ask many questions to your local teachers. So we still have it on agenda. Next is Use of English 1. I mean, this first book of Use of English. We do Unit 10. Originally, this book it has students' book and workbook, but we are going to be doing only student book exercises. I am not making you to do workbook exercises, but if you do have the workbook, you are free to try doing it yourselves again anyway. First certificate reading. You know which book I'm talking about? So we do Unit 10 then. It has lots of nice reading texts and very good drills for you to practice your understanding. We've got grammar and usage for FCE and vocabulary for FCE, 2 tiny books with very nice illustrations, and we do units 19 and 20 in each of them. Now that you know what you have to do, your workload for the week, I would want to tell you that if you've been missing some exercises from previous weeks, you can still keep on doing this week workload first. So from now, Tuesday, December 7th, is it 7th? 8th. Today's December 8th. Till next week, Tuesday, you have 7 days, including today, you have 7 days to complete this very workload. And this workload should be your priority. Once you have finished doing all the exercises from here, you may go on and if you plan well, you will be able to complete all of them in time, and you even have time to repeat everything. It's all about time management. What about 8th graders? 8th graders, they have very few things really, but they are very voluminous. So, advanced language practice, 2 units, unit 19 and 20. Grammar in use, 4 units, 38, 3 units basically, 38, 37, 37, 38, 39, 40. Vocabulary in use, same units, and Proficiency Masterclass. As you remember, apart from all those 3 books, Masterclass is a classroom designed book. So it will have several exercises dedicated to classwork, work in pairs, work in groups, and asking questions to each other thing. You can still work on them and find a group mate, find another Olympiad student who can and want to work with it. Masterclass has a bit of mishmash of different topics in one unit. As long as you plan well and complete all the exercises, you're good to go. You will understand this book, the system of that book. Now that we have explained about workload, I'd like you to talk about Edmodo. So if you are an 8th grader, this is your group code. Why do we need Edmodo? We need Edmodo to take tests, weekly tests, OPE tests, maybe KBO. Well, we still don't know whether it's going to be online or on-site, but if it's going to be online, maybe even KBO will be here. So Edmodo is a platform you have to get in. That's it. There's no other way. So first thing you do, step 1, you create an account on this platform. To create your account, you have to give your give your name, surname, and email. After you have created your account, you show which school you're from. You just write down the name of the school. That's it, basically. Step 3, you enter the group code I have sent you. I have sent this group code and another group code for 9th graders. I'll show you here again. Here it is. This is a group code to join 9th grader Olympiad students. So you do 3 steps. Create an account, show which school you're from, and give the group code. That's it. Once you're in, you will be notified when there is a new test coming or any other news I can give you. Okay, now we're done here. Let's see if you have any questions. I am fine, thank you. Okay. I have opened this Proficiency Masterclass book. This is a book 9th graders do. Proficiency Masterclass, Unit 5. It's called Back to Nature. As you can see, you don't see the thing, right? I'm going to switch the sharing. Wait a minute. Can you see the book, Proficiency Masterclass? I hope you do. So this book is very entertaining. Let me tell that. So first thing, you would have to go through some warm-up exercises. You have new words, maybe new, maybe not to you, but anyway, you have a new words set, which will be very helpful for you to move on and do the reading. You read the text. Usually that text would have some gaps, which you'd have to complete. And I like options here. One of these options is correct, but all other options are very nicely picked. These are the synonyms to the words. And it's very important for you to understand the difference between those synonyms. Even if they have similar meaning, they might have some nuances which you didn't know before. Okay, some more text and some more thing. New subtopic, vocabulary. In vocabulary topic, you will have how many? 6 new collocations to learn. That's nice. You will learn some new adverbs and more expressions. Usually those are idioms. You match them, you do these exercises, still matching. Complete the following sentences with idioms, sort of a matching too. Grammar topic here. Revise our knowledge about future tenses, which are future simple, continuous, perfect, and then we have be going to, and then we have present simple and present continuous. If you feel that you've forgotten some details about the topic, you always can go to grammar reference. At the end of this book, it has grammar references. It just explains rules in plain words to the topics here. Tenses, phrases, some more phrases, which is nice. Many things for you to write down. Comprehension and summary. Here again, you would have a text, very entertaining text, by the way, I read it. We can do some writing, or you can do some editing. We already have the listenings. I do have the audio versions of today's listenings. I can share them too later. You can actually download them from KBO Books link too. It has audio tracks over there. We have speaking exercises. Now here, you are going to need friends or a teacher to do this exercise, but you have to do them. They're nice. They would, encourage you to speak on different topics which you don't usually speak. Environment campaigns. Urge yourself. Go out of your comfort zone and talk to your teachers about these topics and try to talk more, try to discuss more things concerning. Use many words given in this unit again to discuss some of your ideas. This is a must-do thing. Writing. Well, I'm not going to press you on writing. You do these exercises only, and you don't have to do the writing. As long as you want to, you can write an essay. And here's the topic here. Nuclear policy. It even has those stage guidance for you, which is nice. So if you enjoy writing, this is a great practice for you. If you have written some essays, please feel free to share with me to the group for us to see and enjoy too. And if you want some feedback on your writing, you can send me directly. I will give you some feedback too. But this is the thing you may do with your local teacher. And we have an overview. Overview is something we complete the unit. Here we check whether we remember everything, all the new words, all the new phrases, idioms, and collocations. It has 4 exercises, and that's it. Proficiency Masterclass is a very fun book, actually. And they have collected very rare collocations. You don't find these collocations anywhere nowadays. So it's a gem. Next, I would like to open First Certificate Reading. That book is in the workload of 8th graders. Reading. This is how it looks like. You have probably downloaded them long ago. First Certificate Reading. Now, it is a very old book. Classroom designed, 20 units all in all, plus some revision exercises. But this week we do unit 10. So let's see, what is our topic? Family. The reading book is very good for you to practice your reading skills, practice your critical thinking skills, to be able to understand what is expected of you to do in the exercises. And all in all, it has very nice texts with good information you might need. Developing reading skills. You go on doing work with a partner, answer the following questions. You can answer them talking to a mirror, talking to a friend, or a teacher. Depends on you. You read the text, do the multiple choice. Here's the text here. They have divided the text into little chunks, and each chunk would have a question afterwards, which is nice. You don't have to read the whole text first in order to answer for questions. You have another text with multiple choice questions, more, and we have complete the gap exercises. Most of these exercises are related to those 2 texts before. There are new phrases. This is your vocabulary zone. And this, again, vocabulary zone, uses of leave, vocabulary zone, and that's it. All in all, you have 2 texts and several exercises in this unit. I miss doing these books. They're fun. And answer key to FC reading is in Teacher's Book, by the way. If you haven't downloaded them, please do. FCE Reading Teacher's Book. It looks like this. And all the answer key will be here. All right, let's see. It's very hard. Yes, Proficiency Masterclass is for 9th graders. It's very hard to do Masterclass. It might be a bit confusing. Yes, I understand. Masterclass is a classroom designed book, so it usually needs teacher's guidance to move through from exercise to exercise. And yes, it is a bit difficult book to navigate in. But it's not rocket science still. You can get used to it. Let's see, could you please tell tips on how to improve the writing skills? Ooh. Well, telling the tips is going to take longer time. The first tip is that you shouldn't expect yourself to write the final draft at once. First draft, черновик, we say, the first draft will have to be changed in the end. 95% of your first draft will be changed anyway. So don't worry Just keep on writing. Don't worry about having to change things immediately. Try writing everything you know you have in your mind. Just try to vomit all your thoughts into a piece of paper or into a textbook first. I mean, don't worry about being messy or being repetitive. Doesn't matter. The first draft is always the first draft. It's not, nobody's going to see that. That's it. I mean, most students are very afraid of writing, as they expect that once they've written it, it has to be written on stone and it doesn't change. No, it's going to change a lot. And writing basically is all about taking out your thoughts into the paper. You do it once, then you read your writing sometime later. You have to, distract yourself for a while, come back to the writing, read your notes, change the places, cross out things you feel unrelated, add some more ideas, change the perspective of writing. Once you've written I do things, try writing he or she does things, or we do things. Change the narration. And try doing several drafts. So you do first draft, second, third, fourth, fifth. It's okay. Writing, making, changing things all the time. After you've done 5 drafts, I'm sure you can congratulate yourself. Very few people go up to 5th draft usually, and it means you have this ability maybe even to become a writer someday. So after the 5th draft, you can actually give it to someone to read, to give his feedback. You can text me or give your teacher and ask for their opinions, and you just move on. About grammar mistakes. Obviously, you will be worrying about your grammar mistakes, whether you have written the sentence correctly or not, right? So again, don't worry about it. Just keep on writing everything as you want first. Vomit all your thoughts out first. Then, in your next drafts, try writing 1 sentence a line. So 1 line, 1 sentence, maybe 2 lines. And each sentence should be started with a new line. It's going to take lots of paper, but anyway, it is worth it. So once you have separated all your sentences into several separate lines, it will be easier for you to correct the mistakes if you have any. Or after several drafts, you can give to your teacher, and he or she would be able to correct all your grammar mistakes. So an essay writer will always have grammar mistakes. Even the professional one will have grammar mistakes. So you don't have to worry about mistakes. There will be there anyway. So let them be there. Forget it. Move on doing on. So you go on doing, you ask for your friends and teachers whether your writing is good. You keep changing it, and it's totally okay to keeping changing it. Text is something that is never final. By changing it, you actually learn to write better and to write quicker next time on the next topic. That's it I can tell you for now in writing section. Could you recommend a good website for collocations? No. I can't think of any website designed only for collocations. There's a book, Collocations in Use, just like grammar in use or vocabulary in use, we have English collocations in use books, and you can download them in PDFs too. Maybe that would be even better than a website. Yeah, we have only 6 members. I hope some people would watch it later. When 9th graders write Oblast Olympiad? Well, good question. Initially, in September, we already had set dates. It was planned for the first weekend of January, as far as I remember. But now, coming closer to the date, before Oblast Olympiad, you have this Rayon Olympiad, and even this Rayon Olympiad date have switched to later. So I'm not sure, maybe Oblast Olympiad date will switch later too. Everything can happen. So far, the earliest is the first week of January. Yeah, be prepared for January first week. If everything's okay, the date will not change. It will be first week of January. If something changes, well, it's even better. You will have some extra time to prepare, because the change will go to the later date anyway. Yes, actual Oblast Olympiad will be the first week of January. All right. I guess that's a wrap. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them on Telegram channel. I might be answering them a bit later than you've asked. I tend to have big correspondence, but I will answer them eventually. See you then. See you Saturday.